Welcome back to C Stories with Mr. Durite. I am your host, Mr. Durite. In today's show, the Movie PO's Top 10 Movies of 2015. That's right. Now, normally I would do this under the topic is, but since the topic is don't really exist anymore, I guess I have to do it here. And since I was a petty officer. Yeah, of course I was a petty officer. You know I was a petty officer. But I was the movie PO on the boat. Bet you didn't know that. And everybody came to me, want to know what was the good movies to watch. So I kind of know a little bit of something. So why not pass it on? And I am a big movie fan, and I watch movies religiously. Now, I didn't see as many movies this year as I saw last year. I saw over 300 movies last year. I only seen about maybe 150 this year. To me, this year was a weak year in movies. Other people say, oh, it was great. But to me, I didn't too much care for Jurassic World. There it is. But anyway, I got a top 20 list. We're not going to go into the whole top 20, but I will show you what my whole top 20 list is. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. But we're going to get into this top 10 right after this.
Attention bubbleheads, sailors, and all military personnel. Enjoy truish, lighthearted, and funny adventures from life at sea, told by Mr. Durite himself. So pack your sea bags and rig your ship for dive. It's time for another sea story with Mr. Durite. I think they're ready for you. Take it away, Mr. Durite. Visit DuriteProduction.com, follow the Facebook page, and subscribe to our channel, shipmates.
So, let's get into this. Number 10, Black Mass. Man, I don't know if you saw this. If you haven't seen this, you need to check this out. Very good movie. Look, the movie was great just for the fact that Johnny Depp put his foot into that role. He totally disappeared and immersed himself into the role and put on a performance that was stellar. Look, that dude, I would never want to meet him in real life dressed like that. I wouldn't want to meet the real, what was his name? Whitey McWhite? I don't know that dude's name. Some gangster from Boston. Really truthfully, I didn't really care about the character. It was just the fact that Johnny Depp was so good in this movie that I forgot that Johnny Depp was not that dude. It's kind of like when Jamie Foxx played Ray. For a long time, I thought Jamie Foxx was Ray Charles. And this is the type of performance that he had in his film. And it was utterly and totally amazing. And that's how I made my top 10. I can't really say too much more about this film or why it was so good to me. It's just the fact that if Johnny Depp had that makeup on and I seen that fool coming down the street, I would cross the damn street. I would hold my purse real tight and shit and lock my doors. That's somebody I would be scared. You see, I can't even talk right. He got me so damn scared. Number 9, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So, in this movie, Ethan Hawke trumps James Bond. And you might be saying, well, what? How is Ethan Hawke better than James Bond? I can't say that he's better. I like James Bond. James Bond, that Joker is cool, suave, debonair. Look, I love it. I'm like a rock walking around just like, what? Get out of here. I love that. But I had more fun with this movie. I'm a big fan of Mission Impossible. I love the TV show. I watch every episode of the TV show. And I loved it. I love going in and you got to do this thing that's like, I don't know, what's the word? Impossible. And they pull it off with their skills. Now, granted that the movies were nothing like the TV show. The TV show is like, we got to pull off this thing and we need an actor and we need a electronics technician or something like that. They weren't like spies. They were like regular people brought together in a team to accomplish some stuff. They'll get this big strong dude because they need some strong guy to play in a circus or something. And that was cool. The movie's a little bit different, but I still like that same premise. I still like it, and man, I'll always be a fan of Mission Impossible. So there it is. And you know what? It beat out Kingsman 2, and I guess the only reason Kingsman, I need to see some more Kingsman. And then maybe Kingsman will be up there higher. James Bond is just starting to get good, but hey, they getting ready to lose their main actor. So who's going to take his place, and is it going to be the same thing? So, you know, Mission Impossible went out this year for me, for my number 9 spot. Number 8, Dope. Now, I'm sure you probably haven't seen this movie. I can't blame you. This is one of those under the radar, you know, not big Hollywood movies, but I like new and fresh stuff. And this was new and fresh. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm black. And there's not an abundance of black films. And I don't want to call this a black film, but it felt like one. But it felt like one that's more true to life. And it was fun and it was intelligent. You know, I hate to say this. Well, no, I don't hate to say this. I'm going to say this. I don't hate it. I haven't seen a good, intelligent black film since Black Dynamite. Now, figure that. I don't want to see Tyler Perry dressed up as Medea. This movie had everything I wanted. It had realistic kids in it, doing realistic stuff, and getting caught up in some crazy mess. And I thought it was nice and refreshing compared to all the same old stuff that keeps coming out. The Perfect Guy. Anyway, look, if this movie comes across your path, check it out. If it comes on Netflix, take a look at it. And if it comes on cable, take a look. And you be like, oh man, this ain't so bad of a movie. You know, I don't know why I didn't watch it, because it was called Dope. You know, so there it is. Check that out. Dope. Number 7, Southpaw. Look, Jake Gyllenhaal is an amazing actor. Not only is he an amazing actor, but I swear he's a shapeshifter. Now, I don't know if you saw, what's the name of the movie? I don't want to say Nightwing, but that's not the name of it. It's Night Stalker. If you've seen Night Stalker and how he transformed himself into that character is amazing. Well, he does the same thing as being this boxer. It's a boxing movie. It's got boxing in it, and that's cool to see. And it was nice to see it. It was well choreographed and everything like that. But I want to say that this was the modern day Rocky, but I'm not going to say that for reasons that you will find out. But it was a good modern day fight film that encompasses everything that we see in the fight world. Now check that out. And it was a good look in, because, you know, this dude, he was a brawler. That's all he did. He didn't know, and then stuff happens in the movie, and it's like, what am I gonna do? And then, you know, shit starts falling apart, and he's like, what the hell am I gonna do? And it was good to see that struggle. You know, Rocky went through struggle, but he went through some 70s, early 80s struggle that a lot of us don't understand. But looking at today, we see some struggles that's totally different that we can relate to. And hey, I liked it. And it made my top 10. So check that out. Southpaw. Number 6, The Martian. Now this was nice. You know, sci-fi doesn't always have to be way out there. Sometimes Southpaw. I was gonna say Southpaw. Sometimes sci-fi can be closer to home, kind of like Gravity was. Gravity was a great sci-fi film that was close to home. Some people say, oh, I don't like sci-fi. And I say, why you don't like sci-fi? Oh, because it's not real. I'm like, well, look at Gravity. Was the space shuttle not real? Do astronauts not go up in space? Are there not satellites and debris and all kind of other stuff like that? Now, come on, some of it, yeah, is a movie. But at least it's something that we know. And if it's something that we know and is familiar, hey man, what's wrong with that? Just because it's got sci-fi on it doesn't make it terrible. Now, get back to this movie. They're going to go to Mars. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Maybe not 2016, but man, we can see that. We can see that in our lifetime. So to me, this movie was realistic. Now, the fact that it's cast away on another planet, I thought that was a nice twist to it and everything. And he's going to science the shit out of stuff. I like that too. And he was a fighter. I really enjoyed that. But Did we have to have Matt Damon in that main role? No. To me, Matt Damon is all right. But I don't go run to the movies to go see Matt Damon. You know. However, let me see if I can say his name right. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel Ejiofor. I think that's right. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Hold on. This is the guy I tell you. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, man. That sounds right. He puts on great performances every time he gets on camera. That dude made this film. I enjoy it. Now, I may be a little partial. As we discussed earlier, I am black. And it's nice to see more black actors and actresses in these films. But, I mean, it's not a requirement for me. I don't hate a movie because they're not in it. But it's nice to see them in a film. And when they do good, it's even better. I mean, come on, man. Oh, my gosh. His performance was outstanding. So, man, check that film out. It's an all-around good film. All around, you know. Even Matt Damon puts in a good performance. Don't get me wrong. I like it. Go check this movie out. Bring it on the way with you or something. Put it in your DVD case if you still buy DVDs. You can't download it on the way, so you might as well get it on DVD or Blu-ray, maybe. Check that out. Pretty good. The Martian. Number 5. We are halfway there. Yes. And the number 5 movie on my top 10 list, your movie PO, Mad Max Fury Road. I almost couldn't say that. That movie rocked. Let me tell you something. When I was in the movie theater watching that, you know, I said, okay, it's Mad Max. Blah, blah, blah. But man, it started off and I was on the edge of my seat the whole freaking time. It was awesome. 2015 was a great year for practical effects. Man, those dudes made some money this year. And it's great that they need to make some money. Let the CGI artists take a break. Bring back some real explosions. It's awesome. They had great car work, flips and everything. It brought a lost dimension to this film. That's all I gotta say. And it's awesome just to see that, man. It just, boom, you see a car start flipping and people flying off of it. You don't see that. You don't see that no more. I mean, back in the 70s, they had no choice. They had to do it like that. They had to do it like that. So, you know, computers came and it all went away. Thanks, George Lucas. And so, it got kind of stale and, you know, people started hating on CGI. I don't hate CGI. I like CGI, but like everything else, in moderation. And with this film, it was a good combination of it. Not the best combination, but one of the good combinations of 2015. Maybe we'll hear something else later on. And just so you know, CGI is not always the greatest thing. Jurassic World is nowhere in my top 20. I think I said this already. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I just said it to myself in my head. Did you? No. I don't know. We're moving on. Let's keep it moving. Number 4, The Revenant. Man, I was glad I was able to see this movie ahead of time. Now, I know by the time this video comes out, you know, the movie will be just dropping. You'll get a chance to see it. So that's cool that you can see this and then go see it. And I suggest seeing it in the movie theater because there's a lot of aspects of this movie that should not be missed in the movie theater. But just the bear attack in this movie made it to the top 10. Look, that bear proceeds to whoop this dude's ass. I ain't never seen an ass whooping like that before. I would never try to go up against a bear. Ever. Ever. And then after I seen this ass whooping this bear puts on this dude, I would never, ever, ever, ever fuck with no bear. I hope they don't tighten up gun laws so I can get me a Uzi and go up against a bear. Because if you ain't got no Uzi, then that's your ass, Mr. Postman. But also, Alejandro Gonzalez. Look, this director, he brings forth great skills when making a film. Now, last year with Birdman, it was great, the long scenes and everything. He brought out the emotion and the human side of this film, and it was like, oh man, this is awesome, man. I was on the edge of my seat for that movie. But he brings those same aspects to this film, and God dog, it was intense. I was like, man, this movie had, I was jumping around like, oh, no, you know, because like, he had him out there in the cold, and you could tell it was cold. You know when it's cold. You know when you be out there and watch, and it's cold, and you're like, God damn, I wish I was in bed because it's cold. That's how those people look. They look cold. And when you watch them look cold, then you be like, oh man, they look cold. I'm getting cold now. It would draw you into the film. The sounds, the sights, the emotion, the drama. Man, they had it all in this film. It was crazy, and it felt so realistic. I mean, sometimes it was almost too realistic. When you see Leonardo DiCaprio eating some buffalo liver, and the liver is steaming. It's like, where did they get a steaming liver from? I hope that ain't liver, but it sure looked like a liver. Sure looked like a buffalo. I don't know. But I guarantee you, there's one scene where he's trying to catch a fish. You just watch this. When you watch this movie, just look for that scene. He's going to catch a fish. And I swear, he reaches down there and grabs that fish, and he caught it. This fish was swimming. He grabbed that fish and picked it up and ate it. And I was like, wait a minute, was that a real fish? And then he bit that shit in the stomach. You a bad mama jamma when you bite a fish in the stomach. Because you ever clean a fish? Oh my God. I ain't going for the stomach first. Scales and all, man. That dude was a badass. Badass. Crawled through the wilderness on his stomach in the snow. Fell in the water. Oh my God. Watch that movie. Look, watch that. I want to see a David Crockett movie now. Man, we need to get Alejandro to direct that one. All right, moving on. We coming down to the top three. Top three, man. And look, so I got to fill you in on some stuff to delay this a little bit more to add on to the suspense. I know you want to know what number 3 is, but hold on. I'm coming. So I had to come up with a scoring system just to help me figure out what movies were at what ranks. Because let me tell you, last year I was doing this and I was moving and I was playing a shuffle game and man, this movie better. No, this movie better. And I said, no, this is stupid. I'm not gonna do that this year. I need to come up with a system so I can rate these movies better. And I don't know what everybody else used, but this is mine. So the first criteria is rewatchability. Can I rewatch this movie? And if I can't, how many times can I watch it? Now, I didn't do like 1, 2, 3 or something like that. I did a scale from 1 to 10. Everything is 1 to 10. You know, is rewatchable. 10 means, yeah, I'll rewatch that thing like, I don't know, once a month or something like that. Like, I've seen The Matrix over 100 times. You know, that's a rewatchable movie for me. I love it. So, I scaled it from 1 to 10. Now, the second criteria is ownability. You know, because you can rewatch something. It could be on cable, it could be a rerun, watch it on HBO or whatever. But if you rewatch it over and over and you own it and you went out a Blu-ray, that's something else too. So how strongly am I to buy this film and have it in my collection? Because your collection is sacred, especially if you're going out on deployment. You know, you ain't got that much space. You only can have so many DVDs or Blu-rays. I'm stuck on DVDs. I'm a DVD person. That's when I grew up. But you only can have so many discs. You only have so much space on your hard drive. What movies do you take? If you can bring that one, that says a lot. 1 to 10. Next thing is the excitement level. You know, how excited. And it makes a difference. You know, you hear me saying, man, I was on the edge of my seat. That's excitement level. How excited am I to see this movie? How long does it keep me excited? Does it engage me the whole time? Or does it hit a miss? Or does the lulls and everything? I don't know, but that's the rate that I had to put on it. It's like, how excited does this movie have me? Yeah, so, yeah, excitement level. And last, enjoyment level. Now, you might be saying, hey, isn't excitement and enjoyment the same thing? I guess kind of, but not to me. Because I'm excited to see this film, and I'm excited to be in the film watching it. But just because I'm excited doesn't mean that I enjoy it. Because enjoyment means more to me than just that. You know, does it leave me with questions that make me not, so like takes me out the film? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, man, why in the world would this dude go into this cafe in the middle of the night and blah blah blah, something like that, you know, stuff that doesn't sit right with me and things like that that take me out the film. I can't really enjoy it, and I don't think they did that on purpose, you know, to bring up questions and stuff, you know, that lack of detail and stuff like that. That takes me out of the film. You know, if I look at my watch at any time during the movie, I'm not enjoying it. I mean, I could be enjoying it, but not to a level 10. You see what I'm saying? So those are the 4 criteria that I use, and that made it so much easier. And so with a top score of 40, you know, it made it a whole lot easier. And my number 3 movie scored a 36, and that is The Hateful Eight. Man, let me tell you, Quentin Tarantino does it again. That man can make a movie. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, I didn't too much care for Kill Bill Volume 2. Well, shit, sure. Who cares? Well, let's see your movie. That's right. So, shut up. But this dude pulls out the stops with this one. This one felt like an actual Western. I mean, I grew up, I didn't watch a lot of Westerns, but I seen 1 or 2, and I can say that this felt like that. Like, to me, this felt like watching Fistful of Dollars or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and that made it enjoyable. Not to mention, you know, I was talking about cold and stuff on the other one, but on The Revenant, but on this one, God, I ain't never seen that much snow in my life. Man, that was a lot of snow, and they look cold too. They pulled it off perfectly. Great dialogue. I mean, Quentin Tarantino, I said it right, can write. That dude can do dialogue, and you're not bored of it. You know, I remember with Inglourious Basterds. Hell, I couldn't even understand half of it, but it was like still enthralling. I was like, whoa, this is what you say? You know, I was like all into it, and he does that with this film. Now, this film is more of a whodunit, and the whole time I'm trying to figure out who did it, and I think I got it figured out. But Quentin Tarantino, you ain't figured out nothing, fool. Watch this, blah 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 blah. You know, whoa, what? Love it. And you cannot have a Quentin Tarantino film without 2 things: blood and Samuel motherfucking Jackson. Boy, if you ain't got him in it, you ain't got a Quentin Tarantino movie. Now, not every movie's got Samuel L. Jackson in it, but all the good ones do. And he's in this one, and he's letting it fly, man. I tell you what, I enjoyed him so much. He played the hell out of his role, man. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'll just say, you will get your fill of both the blood and Samuel Jackson in this N-word filled flick from Quentin Tarantino. Man, if you didn't like them N-words in Django, you probably ain't gonna like them in this one. But to me, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. And to me, the reason it was in there because it added to the film. You just gotta see it for yourself. I loved it. It's worth seeing. Check it out. Take it underway with you. What you waiting on? Oh, you waiting on the last 2 films. All right, here they go. The number 2 film in my top 10 is Creed. Man, this hard-hitting film with Michael B. Johnson and Sylvester Stallone was amazing. Now, a lot of people say, oh, this is a Rocky reboot. Sure, it may be a Rocky reboot to revitalize the story and everything, but to me, I hear a lot of people say this, and I thought this myself, so I'm just going to go ahead and repeat it. This was a film that takes place in the Rocky universe, but does a real good job of standing alone as its own film with Rocky in it, which was awesome because, you know, all the Rocky films, it all centered around Rocky. But with this film, it centered around Creed. And it was nice. And you had the supporting actor Sylvester Stallone as being Rocky. It gave credibility to the film, but didn't focus on Rocky, which made it that much better. It was like, you know, stuff happened and I feel obligated, and, you know, it felt more like family. It didn't feel like the original Rocky or any other Rockies. It had its own theme. It had its own tempo. Hell, it really wasn't even a fight movie. You don't see that much boxing in it compared to Rocky. But look, when you do see boxing, it's incredible. Now, I swear that dude was getting his ass knocked out. And I hear behind the scenes, he actually got knocked out. And I swear, you feel that when you watch this film. It don't feel like Rocky where you see a punch and you just, you know, it didn't feel like that. It felt new. And it felt like it was something for this generation. You know, I don't remember. I was too young in the 70s, late 70s when Rocky came out to really, you know, understand or relate to that. But I can relate to everything that's happening in this movie, and it carries a long way, man. I really, really, really enjoyed this film. And I didn't really enjoy it just because the main character is black. I think, well, he couldn't have been played by anybody. That's the one time it couldn't have been played by anybody. But the actor that they did get, Michael B. Johnson, I tell you what, buddy, you redeemed yourself for Fantastic Four. People will forgive you for that because you put in a hell of a performance. And this dude was cut too. I mean, you see him in Fantastic Four and he was like, yeah, I'm Johnny Storm and whatever, you know. You see him in this and it's like, I'm gonna knock somebody out. And I'm like, damn, dude, I need to go to your gym. Anyway, let's keep on going. We got one more to talk about. One more. You probably know what it's going to be, and don't hate me for it. And the number one movie in my top 10 is Star Wars The Force Awakens. So, the reason why this movie is coming out so late is because I didn't get a chance to see this movie. And I didn't want to make this video without watching that film. Now, I was going to, but then somebody said, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Let's just go to the movies, go watch it right now. And they didn't even want to go see it. So, it had to be a sign. So, go see this film. Matter of fact, it was just like last week. Like the second week in January when I saw it. I know I didn't buy no pre-tickets. Because that's the thing, you know, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not super crazy about Star Wars. Star Wars is alright. I'm more a Star Trek fan. I love Star Trek. Oh, man. Because I like Star Trek because they explain stuff. Oh, this is how the ship moves. Oh, this is what the beam is made out of. Oh, you know, they hit a button and scan the planet. And it's like, oh, this the planet. We scan the planet and it's got like 80% oxygen so you can go down there and breathe. You know, you don't ever see them do shit like that in Star Wars. And I need that data. I need it. It ain't gonna take you that long to sit up here and say that 1 or 2 lines. So I never really grasped Star Wars like that, you know. But I like the story. I like Luke, I am your father and stuff like that. I can get into that. I like that. And so we got the new film. So I go into this film not knowing anything. I like that they had a trailer and they didn't tell you nothing. You didn't know what the hell was going on. You didn't know what you was gonna see. You go in there and boom, 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 it was hit me, left, right. And I was like, wow, this is a great film. And listen to everybody compare it to New Hope and Return of the Jedi. Sure, there's some elements that's the same. And I don't blame them. You need some familiar You need some familiar rap. You need some shit in it that's the same. So, because those prequels, they fucked it up. They fucked it up big time. So they couldn't make that same fucked up decision. And they had to put some stuff in it that you knew. And some new stuff. And then start the series all over with that. Now, I ain't mad at them because that was a smart decision. You had some of the old, you had some of the new, you had some of the borrowed, you had something blue. It was all up in there. And I loved it. I loved BB-8. I loved the 2 main characters in it. I love they had Han Solo and Chewie in it. Princess Leia. They kept calling her general. I was like, why don't they call her queen? She never became queen. She just went from princess to general. And how do you become general? It's like, what? Anyway, see, that's why I can't grasp Star Wars like that. You know, how do you build a planetary-sized Death Star and nobody noticed this shit and come to stop you before it's it's functional. You know, Star Wars, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the action. I love the dialogue. I love the whole timeline. I love how it worked. And I believe that that guy, Kylo Ren, the only reason he wear that helmet is them big ass ears he got. That dude got koala bear ears. You seen that? He took that thing off, and them ears was like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Who you finna kill with them big ass ears? Oh, I can't grasp Star Wars. I tried, but I just can't hold on to it. But it made my number one. It made my number one pick because I really enjoyed it. I was excited the whole time I was watching it. I enjoyed it immensely. Let's see, it scored a 9 in enjoyment. It should have been a little bit lower, but if it would have been a little bit lower, yeah, it would have been tied with Creed. But I enjoyed it still because, you know, I still watch Star Wars, you know. I wish, this is what I wish. I wish they would have had one scene with an old Jar Jar Binks in it and they were shooting the shit out of that. Then I would have gave it a 10 in enjoyment. That's for real. That's for real. But I'll rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it several times. And when I own it, it's Star Wars. You know, who doesn't own Star Wars? You know, I'm one of those rare black people that like Star Wars. I mean, I don't love it, but I like it enough to where I want to see it and stuff. Man, you know how hard it is to drag a black person to go see Star Wars? I'm like, dude, you want to go see it? It's a black film because it's got a black leading actor in it. Really? Yeah, no, not really. But come on, man, you gotta go see it. Yeah, forget about it. Anyway, let me get off of that before y'all turn me into the NAACP or something. Thank you for checking me out on the Movie PO's Top 10 Movies of 2015. I appreciate you. I know it's a little long, but you know me, I gotta talk about it. I love my movies, so I can talk about that shit all day long. Bop, 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 boom, bop. So, and I appreciate y'all still hanging in there with me. 2016, I got some great things I want to do for 2016. I'm going to still do the live show. I want to get some other stuff popping off. I'm actually starting the Durite production company and try to bring in money to do bigger and better things. I don't know why I'm chopping and screwing it today. But it's going to be on. I am excited for 2016. I'm going to keep fighting and keep struggling. Y'all keep sending me comments like, hey man, I really like your videos and stuff. Keep it up and thanks for the encouragement. I'm going to keep on doing it. And if you stuck in here this whole time, man, that is awesome. That is awesome and I love y'all to death. So let me get out of here before y'all turn on me and say this fool talk too goddamn much. So thank you for watching Sea Stars with Mr. Durite with your host, Mr. Durite. And until next time, don't you know I'm the toughest checkout on board? Don't you know I'm the juggernaut, bitch? Don't you?
Each time I come before you, I have 3 simple goals. I want to encourage you, I want to empower you, and I always hope to enlighten you.
Oh. Now I look like a black person. Beautiful. Now, back to the game. Today's show is an army of a bunch of us.
An army of a bunch? That's not how the saying goes though, right?